Hi, welcome to this episode of Stylist Studio. On this episode, I'm going to chat about how to get your portfolio started. Now, when you are assisting or interning, or maybe you're just in fashion school, you want to start getting your practice as a stylist as soon as possible with doing test shoots. Now, test shoots are what you're going to show to a magazine or an agency to get work. And hopefully start shooting for a magazine so you can get real tear sheets, which tear sheets mean they come from a published magazine. So what you want to do is find a couple of photographers, I would say 3 photographers, find some hair and makeup people, find some models, ask a modeling agency if you can test their brand new models, their new faces, and what you want to do is just start coming up with concepts for ideas of shoots that you can style from your own wardrobe or from the thrift store or from a vintage store. So this is how a lot of stylists got started. Ariane Phillips got started this way. She's one of my favorite stylists. She does Madonna. She does a lot of films. She did Girl Interrupted. She did Walk the Line, and she did People vs. Larry Flynt. This is also how Lori Goldstein, one of my favorite stylists of all time, also got started. You know, a lot of these stylists, you know, because I'm from Dallas, Texas, so I went to go work for the Fashion Dallas, which was the newspaper. So I got to meet all the stylists and hair and makeup people in town, and we would definitely play and do test shoots. And it also, the idea of a test shoot and starting to do, you know, put your pictures together is also getting comfortable with being on set and being a stylist who's kind of guiding and directing everybody from the hair and makeup, the creativity, you know, talking to the photographer in pre-pro about lighting and what you want to see and how to guide the model, and then also how to style in the moment and make sure you're getting the best picture possible. Now, when you do these test shoots, what you want to do is try to make each one a story. So try to make each one at least 6 pages long. That way you can show whoever you're showing your book to that you can show a consistent story throughout, you know, one series of images. And, you know, don't be worried about not having designer clothing. The more important thing is the actual image that is created rather than the actual brands on the clothes that you're shooting. I mean, I've done huge shoots with some of the most famous people in the world with thrift store clothes. So the good thing about photography is everything looks more expensive on film. So get creative. Figure out, you know, how much money you have to spend at the thrift store. Even if it's $10, you can still find something cool to do. Look at your own wardrobe. Figure out what you can shoot from there. Maybe you have a friend who owns a shop or works at a shop and they'll let you borrow clothes. However you want to do it. But just start testing. Find photographers that you can work with that will test with you, that are your same level. And the idea is that you also grow together. But that's how you want to get your portfolio started. Get out there and test with your friends. And then once you have some images put together with your friends, start sending them to the local magazines that you love in your town. Now look in the masthead of the magazine or the newspaper and find who's the photo director for whatever the fashion section is or whatever the fashion magazine is, and send your images to them. Now, if you don't have their email address, that's fine. There's usually some sort of physical address. Find that physical address and print some beautiful prints of it and send it to them. They don't really care how fancy it is. It's more about really good work. So get in there, start practicing, get your portfolio going, and start testing, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Stylist Studio.